you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Damn it! 60 G's, baby! But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Fight Week Show. This is the prediction show for UFC Vegas 108. As you notice, I'm not Ola. I know a lot of people think we look alike. Some people have even told us we could pass for brothers. I get it, but I'm not him. He did have me tag in today so I could pick up the slack here. He's taking his little kid to go and be a sports star of the future right now. So big ups to him, big ups to the fam. And big ups to all you listeners that have been in here since before we even launched and went live right now. We appreciate each and every one of you. But before we get into you guys, let's get into the rest of the panel. We have the living legend himself, S-Dogs MMA Talk in the chat. And we've also got the man, the myth, the legend, Keith, a.k.a. Kick Him in the Head. Kick Him in the Head. How are we doing today, fellas? How are we doing, S-Dogs?
Bro, it's good to be here with the boys, man. Got a little bit of a spot at 4:30, so I'm gonna try to get as much in as possible. Hey, glad to make this happen today. Like Olin said, Ola is out of here. He's dropping his kid off at the airport to come to the fucking States and play some soccer. And it's good to have the boys to make this happen today. And boys, not only do we have a pretty decent card tomorrow, we have fights, and that's better than nothing. So I'm just glad we got something. I know it's in the Apex, but we'll take it, son. How the fuck are we doing down there? Yow, son. Let's go, baby boy. You're looking clear.
Amazing, ready to rock and roll, boys. And shout out to Ola. His kid's not so little, by the way. Olin is a big boy, but shout out to him. We'll see him on the watch along. I'm looking forward to this card. Let's get it. Let's go. Good to be with you, boys.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, he'll always be a little guy compared to us big dogs, okay? Until he's a soccer star, a football star, right? But again, I digress. The boys are back in town. I couldn't be happier about this.
Go, man.
Don't make me dance, bro. Don't make me dance.
It's always my goal every time I hang out with you. Yeah. I always want to see you move. So let's go ahead and jump into the scoreboard before we jump into these fights, folks. We've had a little bit of movement this week. I still remain just 1 point ahead of Crossover because he's the only person other than myself that had as bad a week as me, I think. Thank goodness. And then, of course, at the top of the table, folks, we got the Fight Week Show. Come on. Ola repping super hard. Rambling Dad catching up, closing the gap, just 9 points down. And he's tied for second place with the man, the myth, the legend. Kick him in the head. Austerberrys closing in the gap as well. I mean, tied with yours truly. And then, of course, making the walk. I mean, they call them basement jacks. I'll never do that. But, you know, we can't deny fact. We can't deny fact, folks. So, lots of movement this week.
Crossover at the bottom. Crazy.
What's that?
What'd you say, y'all?
I don't know how Oster's got all the way back because at some point he was battling for the bottom with making the walk. So, like, wow.
Yeah.
Well done, Oster's.
Yeah, good for him, man. He's had a couple of really good weeks, man. He's been on a bit of a heater here. And speaking of a heater, I mean, we've got a bit of a heater of a card when it comes to UFC Vegas 108. A lot of people talking trash about it, saying it's a watered down card. But hey, I agree with what Ben the Bane Davis said on the Helwani show this week, or on the Boys in the Back rather, where, you know, I'm hearing a lot of people say that this is not a great card. There's not a lot of name value. There's not a lot of namesake. This is the type of card where we build name value. This is the type of card where we build namesake. And this is the type of card where we make stars of tomorrow, assuming they go out there and do the job in front of them. So the first fight of the night that we are going to talk about is a featherweight bout between Austin Bashi and John Yanis. Now, of course, both of these guys are coming off of a 4-1 rolling 5 record here. You got a 13-1 versus 9-3 in Austin Bashi versus John Yanez. John Yanez being the older man at 31 years of age, also being the taller man at 5'8" tall, while his opponent comes in at 5'6". I mean, apparently John Yanez just has no reach, which is going to be a problem if you look at this tail of the tape compared to the 70 inches of Austin Bashi. And I mean, if you look at this right now on DraftKings Sportsbooks, let's see what the odds are, folks. So as of right now on this one, we've got minus 750 against plus 525 live odds on DraftKings Sportsbooks in favor of Austin Bashi. This is a hugely favored bout for him. I'll go ahead and go to S-Dogs first here. S-Dogs, how do you see this one playing out, and why are you taking who you're taking?
Boys, it's hard for me to pick against my fellow Texan right here, but I gotta go with the Bashi, bro. I almost said the Bashi brothers for some reason. I don't know why I almost said that. I gotta go with Austin Bashi, man. This dude's a monster, bro. 24 years old or 23 years old, going against a guy who's 31. He's a lot more younger than this guy, but he's gonna bring in here, and he has absolute power in his hands. Giannis is a dog. I think I could see him getting this done. But, bro, if Bashi comes in there and really lands like he's been doing, especially like he did in the Dana White Contender Series, I think he can come in here and get the job done, boys. I got to go with Austin Bashi on this one.
Yeah. What about you, my friend?
Yeah. So this fight wasn't on the card until like a few days ago. I like it. I like Austin Bashi. He's an absolute monster. Like Sterling said, what he did on Contender Series, I'm not surprised by the odds. In his debut, I don't think Giannis is going to have what it takes. I saw them at the weigh-ins. Bashi looked intense. He looked ready. Giannis looked like, hey, I can see it's time for the big show, but I don't think he's ready for the show in Austin Bashi. So I'm going to go with Austin Bashi in this fight.
Yeah, I think that's the smart pick. Bashi is one of these guys that had a lot of hype coming in, and obviously we saw that hype somewhat fade to an extent in his last fight against C-Rod. But hey, let's just call a spade here, folks. C-Rod is kind of a legendary fighter. He's a meme-style fighter when it comes to fighting undefeated, folks. He is an undefeated killer. He is a hype-train killer. He is that guy. And I just simply don't think that John Yanez is that guy. He is coming in with a slight reach deficit here. He only has a 69-inch reach against the 70-inch reach that Austin Bashi presents. And I think Austin Bashi's grappling, as well as the sheer power that he represents inside of that octagon, is going to prove to be massive problems for the young man across him. Jumping into the chat before we move into the next fight, we had Leandro Sterling sipping Capri Suns, chilling in the shade, popping Zens like wisdom. The flavor never fades. My guy, you already know what it is, brother. My guy. He'd say he's dropping wisdom, but I mean, it's some Zensdom. You know what I'm saying? What up, Lane? Hope you're having a great day. Zach Dolan in the chat as well. As Sterling pointed out, all the legends are up in here right now. Murphy MMA, Pro Catch. Let's go. Let's go. He said, when are you getting me on the cast? I mean, when do you want to be on, brother? I mean, we're all about it. We're all about growing the fam.
I told him
I say it all the time on my show.
I said, nothing better than the present right now, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Keep on going, keep on growing, big dog.
Let's get it.
Looks like we got room for one more, big dog. Where you at? Also, this is one that's definitely worth pulling up. Heard rumors Vieira fight is off.
I hope not.
I hope not. I definitely hope not. Pro Catch, Bashi seems pretty OP. I agree. He is definitely overpowered, as we say in the video game world. Bashi is unbettable. I agree, Lane. You either sacrifice a lot of dough just to see any kind of real profit, or you just stay the fuck away from it and enjoy it as a fan. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the latter. Zach Dolan said, did Olin become McDane, or am I losing it? Yeah, no, I did become McDane. I'm logged into his account so that way I can run the Fight Week show, prediction show this week. Yeah. Feeling a little bit across the pond, mate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, he's minus 700 though. Minus 700. Can't do it. Yeah. And yeah, my McDane accent is not nearly as good as my Leroy accent. I got to tell you.
Paul Krieg. You guys get you a couple Paul Kriegs out there, and it'll lock you in.
Oh, Paul Krieg. You know what I'm saying?
Paul Krieg.
That's definitely the way to set it up. Speaking of setting it up, I mean, someone just had some breaking news in the chat about this, and we hope they're wrong though. We got Pieta Rodriguez coming in here in the strawweight division against Ketlin Salza. Of course, Ketlin Salza and her opposition are 3-2 in their last running 5. The younger of the opposition is Ketlin Salza. They are the same height. There is but a half-inch reach advantage for Pieta Rodriguez. One fighting out of Venezuela, the other fighting out of Brazil. And I mean, this is a very, very closely contested fight. Even if you look at it on DraftKings, it's fairly close. Minus 225 current odds for Piera Rodriguez, plus 185 for Ketlin Souza. Yow. We'll go ahead and come to you first on this one.
So I literally had Souza until an hour ago. I watched the weigh-ins. She was this close from missing weight. She had to go behind the tent. And once a fighter does that, it messes with their head. And once your head gets messed with, no matter what skills you come with, it's just usually not good enough because you might gas. Something might happen. So I'm going to go with Rodriguez in this fight because she didn't miss weight. She's not looking as jacked as Souza, but I think the weight miss is going to mess with Souza's head. So I'm going to go with Piera Rodriguez.
Damn, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
It's not bad. What do you got, S-Dog?
I think he's spot on with that, bro. Because you got me really. I'm with Zach right here. What Zach said too, like, surprise, Caitlin is an underdog. She should get the win fairly easy. But I think what Yao said there is a really fucking good point, bro. And that recovery process is a bitch to handle, and especially if you never dealt with that before. Fuck, Yao. I think you might have convinced me, bro. I was gonna go Souza all day on this, dog. But fuck. I think I gotta go with Yao on this one as well, bro. I think I gotta agree. But Caitlin, she should get the job. If she recovers good, this should be a beautiful knockout for her, I think. But I think Yao could possibly be right on that. Olin, who you rocking with, bro?
I'm rocking with Salza, man. Even with the weight cut issue or the kind of the weight cut look on the skills, it's hard not to. I just think as far as tools in the toolbox, if we look at these ladies from a statistical standpoint and from a record standpoint, what we've seen them do, right? And not only that, but I say it all the time on this show and my show. This sport, I feel like more than any other sport that we ever talk about, is very, very much what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me. And Ketlin Vieira, as of late, has looked like the stronger, better fighter. The fact that you can get her at plus 185 odds is pretty wild to me, if I'm being honest. As long as she shows up as the Ketlin Souza that we know, she should beat Piera Rodriguez here. I mean, if you put 1 unit on her, you can turn that 1 unit into 2.85. I'm tempted to do that, or at the very least, throw a little half unit action on her.
It wouldn't be
and turn that into 1.4,
bro. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just to kind of see, because like I said, bro, and she's the underdog. But like, I was gonna go with her, but Yao really kind of fucked on my head right there. It's hard not to go with her, bro. She's a fucking beast. But I hope that weight cut didn't diminish her a lot.
Oh my gosh,
she was really excited when she made weight.
No, Lane, don't say that. No,
is Adolfo's fight off? I heard rumors on that as well.
Bro.
Zach Dolan said punish him for that Scottish accent. Hey, I'm a wee little bit Scottish myself, lad. But no, I know it was a bad one. I apologize.
I think we're good. Grimy said can't find anything, bro. My bad.
It ain't as much of a factor in the female divisions. You ain't taking bombs in 115. That's true. A fact. Unless you're fighting somebody like a Dr. Shi Ming, right? I think she's a 115er. Yeah, she's a small gal.
Cut? What does
no. That was fake news, bro. That person posted that just to fuck with people.
God.
You got to read the comments, brother. I saw the same post on Twitter.
I could not believe it because I saw it like 4 different times, and I was like, "Why the fuck?"
The number one liked comment on that post is the amount of people that will believe this. ...
They got my ass. Because I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, why would they cut her, bro?
I saw that comment and I liked it and was like, dude, thank you.
Yeah, it got my ass. It got my ass. I was sad, bro. I was like, why? What the fuck? But yeah, no, that's good.
This right here is the source of truth. Lane is spitting absolute facts in the chat. Marcel hasn't tweeted anything, so I don't believe it yet. That's a fact, folks. If Marcel Dorff doesn't tweet it, it didn't happen. It's not real.
He's the real news.
He's the real news. Everybody else is fake news.
Yeah, you saw that.
If those fights are off, just cancel the card and try again next week, said Jax. You know what, Jax? As much as I hate to admit it, he's right. He's right. If those fights are off, I mean, it's a wash, as Uncle Billy would say. It's a wash. Thoughts on Martin Bidet released despite being 7-1? That's asinine. You've got a division that has 35 total fighters in the entirety of the division, and you've got a guy that has a 7-1 record. When you keep Tatsuro Ivasa, who's 1-27 or some shit. I'm making that up, obviously, but still, come on.
In his defense, a reason why a guy like Tatsuro Ivasa, Derek Lewis, and all these other guys get to stay in the UFC a bit longer is because they deliver banger knockouts and they're banger personalities. Martin Buday has 8 fights in the UFC, 0 finishes, has never finished a guy, one of the most boring fighters to watch, and no personality. So that's why he got cut. I don't think it's right.
I agree with you.
I don't think it's right because Biggie Boy got cut. Why did Biggie Boy get cut? But I don't think it's right. You know, what I mean?
Biggie Boy had a bit of a losing record though. He was turning down. Like at least Bidet was still winning. Like he was winning when he got escorted out, just like Sage Northcutt. Yeah. Sage Northcutt was like 3-1 in that weight class, and they kicked him out. Like, what are you doing? That guy could have had a prolific career, and he could have definitely sold some asses and seats. But I digress, man. We got to get into this next fight. It is a flyweight bout between, as S-Dogs would call him, Flippy Buns.
Oh, baby!
Coming in here against Rafael Estevam. You got, again, a man that is 5-0 in his last 5, and Rafael Estevam coming in against a guy that is 3-2 in his last rolling 5, and Flippy Buns, Felipe Brunes. Little bit of a height advantage by 1 inch for the younger man and Rafael Estevam. A little bit of a reach advantage, or actually no, it's just green for no reason. It looks like they're the same reach there. Leroy, what are you doing, bud? Distracted.
Come on, hey, that would have got me too. That would have got me.
Both fighting out of Brazil. The only difference is one of these guys is fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, fighting out of Team Nova Unao, and the other guy is fighting out of Rio Grande do Norte, fighting out of the Pitbull Brothers gym with those Pitbull Brothers. The favor in this one is going to be Rafael Estevam. This number has doubled since these images have been made. So the current live odds on DraftKings Sportsbooks are -625 and +455. I've also got to say, since we've made our pick on Pieta versus Ketlin, the odds have shifted, boys. This is why I love clicking into these bets while we're doing the live shows, because you can see the odds shift if you do that. So we just stated that the odds were what, +175 for Ketlin? They are now +200.
Damn.
So money is actually coming in on Pieta Rodriguez in a big way right now, boys. But with that being said,
probably that weight cut.
I definitely think Keith is onto something with that.
Yeah, if you watch the weigh-ins, you could see that she was stressed that she wasn't going to make it. When she made it, the joy in her face shows that she just isn't ready for this fight. Not that she doesn't have the skills, but I don't think she's ready for this fight.
Facts, bro. Facts. Another guy who I think is not ready for this fight, dog, is Flippy Buns. As much as a new mythical fighter unlocked as Flippy Buns really is, boys, like I said, it's hard for me to pick against my boy here. But there's a reason Estevan's a +650 favorite. This is, or -650 favorite. This is going to be 15-0 as well. I'm interested to see who Yao has in this because, you know, Yao, the undefeated fighters this year have been super shaky. But I think he's going to come in here and get the job done, boys, against Flippy Buns. And I think what Zach said about them training together is going to be a huge factor in this, boys. But Yao, who are we going with, bro?
So as much as I don't like them undefeated fighters, I cannot look past Rafael Estevam. I think he's just got it. The odds, and I don't like when the odds are this far stretched. We've seen it happen with Peyton Talbot. We've seen it happen with a lot of guys where they come in at -900, -1,000, and it just doesn't go their way. But I think these -650 odds are just right. It's not too high. It's not overstretched. And I think he's going to come in with the win. If I look at how he beat Charles Energy Johnson, I mean, that was a good fight. Decision, but great fight. So I'm going to go with the undefeated fighter. Rarely do I do this, but on this one, I think he gets it done.
I think, bro, I'm telling you, it's hard for me to go against my boy Flippy Buns on this, but dog, like you said, bro, Estevan just has it, bro. That dude's a fucking dog. And that energy fight was a banger.
And he got cooked. Flippy Buns got cooked by Joshua Van. So, no, I'm going with Rafael.
Shout out Joshua Van, baby. Olin, who you got, dog?
Man, I'm riding the train here, bro. I'm going with our guy. I'm going with Rafael Estevam. He's a hefty favorite for a reason. Am I betting on this fight? No.
Hell yeah.
Not a fucking chance am I betting on this fight. You know what? I lie. Let me look at the double chances of victory. Oh, let's see here. Rafael Estevam to win inside the distance is +120. Those are kind of juiced up odds. I think he could actually finish his opponent in Flippy Buns, who we've seen wilt under heavy pressure before. Knowing Estevam does apply a lot of pressure. That's at +120 right now. So you put 1 unit on that, you get 2.2 back. I'm kind of tempted to throw 2 down on that for 4.4.
That's not bad.
I like Esteban. I think he's a smart fighter. He's a strong fighter, and he's a very, very pressure heavy fighter. And again, I'm standing on this hill. I'm going to die on this hill. Flippy Buns is good, but he's not great. And we've seen that he does well outside of the UFC, but inside the UFC, he wilts under that pressure, that elite level pressure, that upper echelon of pressure. And I think we see it again on Saturday morning or Saturday evening, folks. With that being said, we move into the next fight, which is a bout between Rodolfo Vieira and Tresean Gore, taking place in the 185-pound middleweight division. Both guys are 3-2 in their last running 5. One with a 10-3 record, the other with a 5-3 record, twice the wins, same number of losses for Mr. Rodolfo Vieira, coming in with a 2-inch reach deficit and a 4-year age deficit as far as being the older fighter goes. One man fighting out of the United States of America, the other man fighting out of Brazil. Look, I'm going to be completely honest in this one. When it comes to the odds, I think they got it exactly right. Rodolfo Vieira is a slight favorite at -198. Tresean Gore at +164. The man also missed weight by 3.5 pounds. Someone was nice enough to throw inside the chat earlier for us. Like, that's a tough fucking weight miss, man. Is it going to give him an advantage? Yeah, against anybody not named Rodolfo? Absolutely. But let's, again, call a spade here. All that Tresean Gore has is rips to the body and an overhand right. Other than that, he's a pretty one-dimensional fighter. His takedowns, they're effective because he's got muscle. But what happens when you have effective takedowns against a guy with far more effective grappling than you overall? You're going to get housed. And I just truly think that Rodolfo Vieira, especially at -198, again, not a huge value pick here. You put 1 unit down, you're only getting 1.5 units back. So you're getting a half unit for every unit you invest in this. But I do think it's worth sprinkling at least 1 to 2 units on. I think Rodolfo Vieira is a fairly safe bet here, right? Yao, I'll come to you next. Yao, who do you see winning this one and why?
Look, 3.5 pounds over. After he had the weigh-ins, he's like, look, I gave him my all, y'all. And unfortunately, that is not good enough, not very professional. And with that body language, and for me, I make my decisions after the weigh-ins, because the weigh-ins is where you can see whether a fighter is ready or not, whether, despite their skills, despite who they've beaten, despite where they've come from, the weigh-in tells you what's going to happen. And looking at his face, there's no chance he's going to be able to pull anything out if this fight goes ahead, because, I mean, at 3.5 pounds over, Vieira could easily pull out of this fight, which is why I'm sure we're seeing a lot of comments going around about, has the fight been canceled? Has Vieira decided not to take this fight? Because then he's risking a loss against the heavier fighter. So even if the fight goes ahead, I don't see Gore doing it. Even before he missed weight, I didn't see Gore doing it. So one way or the other, I'm going to go with Rodolfo, the black belt hunter Vieira in this one for sure.
Yeah, honestly, what Dirty Greg just said, I gotta go with Vieira on this. It sucks too because I really fuck with Tresean Gore, bro. Ever since he was on the Ultimate Fighter with Ortega and Volkanovski, I really like that dude's story, bro. And I've always been invested in his fights, especially with him and Brian Battle had that beef going into it. And when he came to the UFC, bro, he was a monster. And just recently, bro, they're giving him guys who were just dogs in the UFC, man. And like you boys are saying, he really only has 1 or 2 big things that get him through this, bro. But I want to see my boy get the job done, but I just got to be real. I think Vieira's going to come in here and mop the floor with them boys. And honestly, I hope he takes this fight. This is a super fun fight on the card. We don't have a lot of them, but this is the one that I'm super interested in. So I hope Vieira takes the fight, get a little bit of Tresean Gore's money. And boys, I think Vieira smokes him, man. This should be a full house. Olin, who you got, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm on Vieira. I think he's one of the best value picks of the card. You're getting a half unit for every 1 unit you put on him. Like I said before, I just think it doesn't make sense to not put something on this guy. And the best thing about it is if everybody in the chat is right and this fight does get canceled, you put 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking units, however much you want to put on Rodolfo. If the fight is canceled, that money goes back into your account. That's one of the best things about DraftKings Sportsbooks as a sportsbooks app. So, with that being said, what's that?
I said, drop them things in, people.
Drop them in, brother. Drop them in. With that being said, speaking of dropping them in, drop in this next fight. We have a bantamweight bout between Hyun Nakamura and Nathan Fletcher. Both men are 4-1 in their last, Hyun is 4-1 in his last 5. His opponent, Nathan Fletcher, is 3-2 in his last running 5. 9-2 versus 9-1. 5'7" versus 5'7". There's a 1.5 inch reach advantage for Hyun Nakamura. He is also the older fighter by 3 years, and he came in about a half pound over. Fighting out of Japan, coming in against Nathan Fletcher's very own England representation here. I mean, this is a banger of a fight. This is one of those that I'm going to be paying very, very close attention to because Nathan Fletcher always brings it. Even though he's sitting currently on DraftKings Sportsbooks at plus 330 odds and his opponent is minus 425, he always has a chance in this fight. Before I pass it over to Sterling to give us his take first, we've got over 50 of you guys watching right now. Do us a huge favor. Like, comment, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications, folks. You know the fucking drill. If you're not already subscribed to the Fight Week Show, do so now. Also subscribe to MMANomaly at SDogs MMA Talk at Kick 'em in the Head.
Kick 'em in the head.
Let's go, folks. Make sure you're subscribed to all of these channels. They're scrolling across the bottom as well. Shout out the Rambling Dad. And if you're drinking, hey, why not? Raise one up with us. Cheers to you. We appreciate you for being here.
Come on, people. Pop you a Zen. Get locked in, man. Let's fucking go. I'll tell you. Come on, you heard that shit? Yeah, I'm spitting over here, brother. Come on, man.
And to my right is obviously Zen it to win it.
Let's go.
And with that, who do you got winning this next bout, my guy? You got Hyun Nakamura or you got the underdog in Nathan Fletcher this week?
I tell you what I love is going after Olin because I get to hear the fucking names pronounced like John Anik, and all I get to do is piggyback off that shit. So I'm going to go with Hyun on this one, boys. I think he's going to come in here and absolutely dog walk Nathan Fletcher, bro. Honestly, I forgot Nathan Fletcher was still in the UFC. It's been a long-ass time since we see this dude fight. I think he's barely in the top 100 for the bantamweights, and honestly, boys, this could be his last fight in the UFC. I think Hyun come in here, and I just think he dog walked Nathan Fletcher. Very rarely do I say a guy dog walks another grown man, because I know how it is doing this sport. I have nothing but respect for these guys. But, bro, Henya's a fucking dog. I think it was going to be 30-27 if this goes to the third round. But, honestly, I could see him getting a finish in this. So, I got to go Henya. And I think we're going to have our third full house in a row. But I'm interested to see who you boys got and why.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, before you give your pick, I also got to ask, did you see the media day interview with him where they asked him how he'd be celebrating with this fight being in Vegas? homie literally smiled for a second, paused, and said, "Gambling." And then he leans into the mic and he's all, "Gambling."
Yeah. Facts, bro.
He's one of us, dude.
That's how you enjoy Vegas.
He's one of the
That's how
boys.
you enjoy Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, who you going with, bro?
I mean, without a doubt, Hyun Nakamura. I've been a big fan of his since he came to the UFC. If you look at his record, he was in road to UFC, then he got into the UFC. The Cage Warriors guys tend to struggle just a little bit, and Fletcher's just fresh off Cage Warriors, only 2 fights in the UFC, lost to Colin Loughran. I don't think he's going to have enough to take the intensity that comes from Nakamura. He only lost his last fight, Nakamura, to Gafrov, who was just way more experienced and just worked him. But Fletcher doesn't have that sort of experience at 9-2 versus the 9-1 of Nakamura. Easy Nakamura for me.
1000%.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just think Nakamura is going to be the smarter, better fighter here. They have a similar tenure, right? 9-1 and 9-2. So there's no huge discrepancy as far as experience goes. And you're talking about a guy that is just a little bit stronger in what we've seen. Nathan Fletcher, I will say the only thing that worries me is he has very slick boxing and his single leg is very, very underappreciated, right, folks? The way that he's able to shoot the boxing and dip under and get that single is nice. We've seen it kind of pay dividends for him in previous fights. I simply don't think he's able to land that against a Nakamura. I think Nakamura is a better fighter, stronger fighter, and he's got a lot of star power behind him, in my opinion, boys. I think if he gets a big win here on this card, the UFC is going to look to pole vault him in a very, very big way here. And I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. With that being said, we've got a middleweight bout between Nick Klein and Andre Pulev. Both men, or rather one man, is 3-2 in his last 5 in Nick Klein. Andre Pulev is 4-1 in his last 5, training out of the School of Martial Arts, while Nick Klein trains out of Pura Vida BJJ/MMA in the United States of America. One man has a 1.5-inch reach advantage, that man being Andre Pulev. He also is 2 years younger and has a 3-inch height advantage. When it comes to the official odds on this one, they're currently sitting at plus 130 in favor of Andre Pulev, minus 155 for the man Pulev. Man, yeah, I'll go ahead and go to you first on this one. How do you see this one playing out? Do you have a dog in this race?
This one is still tricky for me, and I'm not sure exactly which way to go. I've gone with Pulev, but Klein was looking absolutely jacked and ready at the weigh-ins. He looks like he's ready for this fight. Pulev, a much taller man with the additional reach, but I don't know. Look, I'm going Pulev by decision, but I'm not exactly sure if that's going to come out because Klein's looking like he's looking to bring the power, and at middleweight, that power can translate into a knockout very easily. So this one is very tricky for me. Definitely a live dog here in Nick Klein, but I'm going to go with the favorite in Pulev.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick. And look, I think that this one is a very, very close one on the dogs or kind of on like DraftKings odds sports picks. Odd stack for a reason, right? Blue collar Nick Klein is definitely coming out here to try and make a name for himself. He is a slight dog in this one. And I think he's a dog worth betting on. If he comes to play, that like he is a dog that's got more bite than he does bark, if I'm being completely honest here. And coming in here against a guy like Andre Pulev, who we're seeing coming off of a recent loss himself, right? Like his most recent fight was a loss to Christian Leroy Duncan, a different Chris Duncan, not the one on the card. It was a unanimous decision on UFC Fight Night as well back in March 22nd. And I mean, he got pretty much dominated in that fight, I think, right? Unless memory serves me incorrect. I think he just got outclassed out there. I truly think Nick Klein could go out there and do the same exact thing. I think he's going to use that as a roadmap on how to beat Pulev. And if he does, I think we could see the boy have some success, man. He might be one of my first dog picks of the week. Sterling, how are you feeling on this one, man?
Bro, I'm right there with you, boys. I'm 100% going Nick Klein on this. I think Nick Klein, 100%, Jax, 100%, bro.
Let's hear it, Sterling. Let's hear it.
Bro, Pulev is, hey, as like I said, bro, I get to hear Olin say it first, so I have a good instinct. Yeah.
Olin, let him go first next time. I'm curious.
I'm using my ears.
Right, you're doing tail of the tape for the next. Actually, hold on. What's the next one? Let me see if it's worth it.
I'll do the tail of the tape with my ears, brother, not my eyes.
The next one's literally like the easiest one. I'm not going to have him do it on the next one.
But,
Look, let's see what
Danny Silva.
Yeah, I still fucking. It's like Joe Pfeiffer, and I'm like, so
we got
Joe
Denai
Pfeiffer,
Silva in this next one, folks.
Yeah, 100%,
It's
bro.
the pressure.
Well, I get nervous, bro. Boys, I'm going Nick Klein on this one, man. I've been a huge fan of this dude ever since Dana White Contender Series. The blue collar is a perfect nickname for this dude, bro. He's just a workhorse. I get why Gal's kind of like iffy on this one, especially with you boys, Just Competition. I'm going with Nick Klein on this one as a good little underdog, folks, to throw something on. But Pulev is a fucking beast. So this is an interesting fight right here. I can't believe this fight's on the prelims, to be honest with y'all. I think we're going to get a finish in this one. And if not, I think we're going to get an absolute scrap. But I got to go with blue collar Nick Klein here, boys. Not a bad dog of the week.
Not a bad dog of the week at all, man. It's a good shout. Definitely a good shout. And this next one, we have Danny Silva. Actually, you know what? Sterling, why don't you do the tail of the tape here?
People, we got Danny Silva versus Kevin Vallejos.
Ooh, look at that. That's nice.
Oh, baby. Kevin Vallejos. Danny Silva is 10-1 record. Kenny Vallejos is also 15-1. Both these boys are absolute fucking dogs. Both in their 20s as well. Kevin coming to this bitch at 23 years old. My boy Danny's got the height on him though at 4 inches. I could never imagine being 5'11", but let's get it anyways. The reach on this man is 70 inches, just a 2-inch reach on my boy Kevin. And y'all know what it is here. I'm probably gonna go my boy out of the States on this one, but it's gonna be hard to pick. It's gonna be hard to pick, boys. Kevin Vallejos is a fucking animal, bro. This dude's a monster. Like everything he does, he comes in here and it just has wars, bro. And he's only 23 years old. So I think I might have to go with the younger guy on this one and pick against my fellow American. I forgot to look at the odds. I hope I'm picking the favorite in this. I gotta go Kevin Vallejos.
You got to go Kevin Vallejos on this one, my guy. Good pick. And the live odds on this one on DraftKings Sportsbooks are plus 330 for Danny Silva and minus 425 for Kevin Vallejos.
Makes sense.
If you ever get Kevin on your show and you want to earn brownie points, when they say a Brazilian name like Kevin, they pronounce the V as a B. So it's Kevin Vallejos.
Oh, Kevin Vallejos.
Yeah, Kevin Vallejos. That's I've heard that from numerous Brazilian fighters, and Kenny Florian has said it ad nauseum. So, yeah. Other than that, I'll tell you, brother, fantastic fucking job on the pronunciation. And speaking of a fantastic job, I know Yao's about to do one with this breakdown. Who you got in this one, big guy?
Look, so I'm going to go with what they said at the weigh-ins, and it's Kevin Bachejos. I was like, what? Double L's a she? Wow, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, it's very difficult to pick underdogs on this card. Because on this one, once again, I'm going to go with the favorite. Danny Silva, unfortunately, I don't think he's got what it takes to take on Vallejos as much as he's got more experience in the UFC. Vallejos is an absolute dog fighting out of Argentina. If I look at his work against Song Woo Choi, that was an absolute murder that he put in with that overhand right. So
devastating.
However, it's also one of those fights where the more experienced fighter, and I mean just barely by 2 fights, could pull out a decision win that we don't expect, where he just outworks Vallejos, outworks him the entire fight, and suddenly comes out with a decision win or split that we don't see, and we're like, oh my gosh, what did the judges do? So I don't really look at the odds here, but Vallejos was just looking a lot more focused, especially at the weigh-in. So I'm going to go with Kevin Vallejos, the favorite in this fight. I wish I could go with the dog, but not in this one. I need to find one. That's what I need to do right now, because I'm struggling for dogs.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to say, I don't think we've all picked on one or maybe 2 dogs so far. And Nick Klein, I think the only one I can think of.
Yeah. And
Nick Klein was definitely the only one that we all like kind of agreed has a shot.
Yeah, bro. Like on this one, I just was like, I didn't even look at the odds before I gave my pick, but I was like, there's no way Danny Silva is the favorite in this. And honestly, like if you run this fight 10 times, it's one of those fights where I think Kevin Vallejos wins 9 out of 10 times. Exactly.
And at 1 out of 10 times, Danny gets lucky with like a counter left or something, like backing out check left. Give me Kevin in this one. I think you guys didn't leave a whole lot of meat on the bones, and I'm not mad at it. Like, great breakdowns. I just think Kevin is the better fighter. He looks really cerebral in there when he fights, right? Very, very smart fighter, 3 inches shorter, 2 inches shorter as far as the reach goes, but I still think that he's going to have all the advantages in there as far as tool belts goes. Like, call this man Batman. He's got a fucking utility belt of things to cause problems for a man named Danny Silva wearing the opposing colored gloves. And with that being said, folks, we move on into the next fight, which of course is a welterweight bout between Neil, the Haitian sensation Magny, coming in against Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos, a.k.a. Mr. Capoeira. These guys have had an iffy run in their last rolling 5. You got Neil Magny that's 2-3, and you've got his opponent that's 2-2-1 in his last 5. 25-9-1, 29-13 for these young men, 37 years of age to 38 years of age. Neil Magny, for a rare change of pace, being the younger man inside of that octagon. He's also the taller man, 6'3" against 5'11". Also the longer man, 80 inches of reach against 73, bringing in 7 whopping inches of reach advantage here, folks. I mean, this is the tale of the tape, right? This is the tale of the wily veteran versus the up-and-comer that happens to somehow be older. The wily veteran being the plus 154 underdog in Neil Magny, and the favorite being minus 185 is Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet here, folks. Dos Santos either wins in the first round by some crazy capoeira shit, or Neil Magny drags him into the deep waters and wins via decision. Now, you're telling me that I can get Neil Magny at plus odds no matter what, plus 154 to be exact? You put 1 unit on that, that's 2.54 back. 2 gets you 5+ units back. And if you want to be even more specific, right? Like I said, I think Neil Magny probably gets it done by decision, or his opponent gets it done inside the distance. Plus 240 on the decision win by Neil Magny. 1 unit will get you 3.4 back. And then if you bet on his opponent to hedge those bets, right? You can put his opponent in at inside the distance odds, and you get him at plus 180, right? So you can do a half unit on that and get 1.4 back. You do 1 unit back. Actually, you know what? No, we'll do 3/4 of a unit on that. Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos to win inside the distance. they get you 2.10 back. 1 unit on Neil Magny to win by decision gets you 3.4 back. As long as one of those play out, you are up at least 0.7 units. So, quick math. You bet on one guy inside the distance. You bet on one guy by decision. Either way, you're up when those things take place. Roast me in the chat if you think I'm absolutely fucking wrong. But Sterling, we'll stop talking about math and start talking about fight outcomes.
Thank you.
Who you got, man?
I was about to say I'm so thrown off with these numbers right now, but all I do know this: I'm going with Dos Santos in this. I think what you said is right. If Magny gets the job done, it's gonna be a 3-round fucking hug fest. It's gonna suck. He's gonna get the job done not by a finish, just by getting the win. That's what I think, honestly. And like what Zach said, you cannot trust Neil Magny to win fights these days. It's super rough. The king of capoeira in this bitch, bro, reminds me of a young Michel Pereira, even though both these boys are in their 40s damn near. So
Eddie Gordo from fucking Tekken up in this bitch.
Straight up, bro. Like, this dude throws an amazing shot. And then his fights have been weird. I mean, if you look up, like, I know he has some draws and some losses in there, but look up who the dude's fighting. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting fucking monsters. Neil Magny's been fighting monsters forever, but boys, Neil Magny has also been looking bad these last 2 to 3 fights. Just the age really catching up with him and that wear and tear on the body. If he does get the job done, boys, it's going to be boring as shit. But I think Dos Santos, like Olin said, I think this is going to be a nasty knockout here by Dos Santos, boys. That's my thoughts on that. What you got, y'all? You're muted,
I know
brother.
we've been
You're
struggling.
muted.
No, I'm right here. No, I'm
Okay,
right here. No, I'm right here.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, I was muted for half a second. That's not but
hey, it has to happen
to
every
do it.
show, brother. It has to. It has to.
Look, I'm gonna go with Magny. Why? First of all, honestly, I didn't know he was 6'3". He's a much bigger boy than I thought.
Brother, he's fucking huge.
And his reach, boys,
Yep.
80-inch reach is crazy.
80
7
Mad.
inches on your Sterling.
wild.
You fought recently. When's the last time you remember having more than a 5-inch reach deficit or advantage? I'll wait.
80 inches
Exactly.
is fucking crazy, bro. Honestly, after UFC, if Neil Magny still wants to fight, boxing would
The
not be a
worst
bad
I've
thing.
ever had is a 4.5-inch reach deficit, and the best I've ever had is a 2-inch advantage. I can't even
Bro.
fucking fathom 7 inches of
7?
difference.
Bro.
In a good or bad way. I can't even imagine what that would feel like.
That's what convinces me. I don't think Zaleski's expecting what it's gonna feel like. Magny can keep the fight at range, or he can bring it in close. And if you look at who he's lost to, he lost to Ian Machado Gary. Exactly. I mean, in his last 3 that he's lost, Ian Machado Gary, who worked him. And honestly, I was so happy with that fight because the whole I beat my kid thing, like, it just kind of got to me. So I was full on with Machado Gary. Then he lost to Malcolm
You
Morales,
bought the narrative.
16-0. I bought all of it and I ate it up. Nom, nom, nom. Then he fought Michael Morales, an absolute phenom who's headed to the top right now. Then he fought Carlos Prates and lost. So if we look at who he's lost to, these were top dogs. He's the younger man in this fight. He has the additional reach. He has the experience. So for me, I see that Zaleski's an absolute animal, but I think Magny has the experience to keep him at the right range, keep him at distance, engage when he needs to, and win this fight. Not clean, dirty, boring, but I see Magny winning this fight. So that's my dog. I got
Not a bad
dog there
dog.
at least.
I was just about to say, not a bad dog to have too, bro.
I'll be honest. I see him winning this fight too. And I'm going to close it out on this note before we go to the next fight, folks. If Neil Magny could beat an up-and-comer and a young, game-bred, proper Mike Malott, what's he going to do to someone that's older than him and shorter than him?
That was shocking. I did not expect him to beat proper Mike
That
Malott.
wilts after the first round and a half, typically.
Yeah.
Like Magny is one of those guys like Max Holloway that after round 1 picks up volume, after round 2 picks up volume, after round 3 picks up volume. Like if this was a 5-round fight at the fucking Apex and they were somehow headlining it, brother, I would bet my life savings on Neil Magny in this fight.
Yeah, especially
because it's 3 rounds. It serves Zalizio.
Yeah.
Although Zach Dolan in the chats, I think he's 100% right there. Magny's taking a lot of damage in those losses, but
bad.
I don't know. I think at the tail end, yes, he might be more cautious, but that's what's going to win it for him because he's not going to go crazy. He's not going to try and go for the knockout. He's going to keep it nice.
He'll suffocate you
and make sure exactly that he's not getting hurt because he's been recently hurt. So for me, that's a positive for him winning, not a negative. The fact that he's taking the damage, especially against someone like Elizao, who you know is
there
going to
he
come
is.
fire.
That was good. That was good.
Go. I felt that
Shout
one.
out to Jax.
Yeah, shout out to Jax. I saw that new
mythical fighter unlocked. Mute Mouse. Let's go.
Bro, Jax kills you with those new mythical fighters unlocked.
Mute
bro.
Mouse
Jax
is ringing
kills
everyone's
you.
bell.
Yeah, dog. That's so fucking funny.
We should stack them
Let's
all
go,
up.
Premium Picks 101.
Hey, premium picks.
Let's
Shout
go.
out.
And with that, we move into the next bout of the evening. We just got 4 left, folks. We're running through them. We have a bantamweight bout between Carol Rosa and Nora Cornole. These women, you've got Carol Rosa coming in at 2-3 in her last rolling 5. Her opponent standing across from her at 4-1, looking very good in her last 5. 9-2 for Nora Cornole, 18-7 for Carol Rosa, 35 years of age for the less experienced Nora Cornole, 5 years younger for the more experienced Carol Rosa, 2 inches of height advantage for Nora Cornole, and a half-inch reach advantage for Carol Rosa. It looks like she has a hell of an ape index here, right? I mean, this is a very, very interesting bout from start to finish. I'm going to go to Yao first on this one. How do you see this one playing out, my guy?
So Rosa is actually the more experienced fighter in this one, although she's the younger fighter. And for me, that's what sort of does it. The French fighters, we can look at Manon Fiorot. I think because MMA was criminalized until I think like 2020 or 2019, something crazy like that, they haven't had the opportunity to get a lot of in-depth experience. So we're looking at Nora Cornole coming in at 9-2, but being 35 versus Carol Rosa at 30 and coming in the record of 18-7. And for me, that is what's important, is that experience in the ring and not just in the cage, and not just in the cage, but in the UFC, which Rosa has. Plus, she's on a win-loss, and right now she's primed for a win. So give me Carol Rosa for this fight. Carol Rosa, because we are in Brazil, of course.
Love that. Going with Rosa. How do you see this one going there, S-Dogs?
I think Yao pretty much nailed this. I didn't even think about that point of it too, Yao. Like, it really wasn't legal until like fucking 4 or 5 years ago. There's only like a couple stars. They got Benoit St. Denis, which I don't know how that's gonna go. Cyril's gonna fight fucking Tommy. The last pirate who beat our boy Nate the Train. Morgan Shari's a dog. I fuck with him. Fiat. So like they really don't have.
But he almost lost that fight. He literally was about to lose that fight before he got that KO. So look.
Yeah, bro. I think just that being said, bro, and honestly, Carl Rosas has way more UFC experience than Homegirl. So I gotta go with Carl over Norma on this, bro. And honestly, it could be a finish on this. I could see this going to a submission on this.
Not a bad shout, boys. Not a bad shout indeed. For me, I'm going to go a little bit against the grain here. I like Nora Cornole. I think she goes out here and gets it done. She's had less wear and tear. Sure, she's had less experience, but I just think that she's the better fighter. I think she probably goes out here, fights a very, very smart, albeit possibly boring fight, right, Sterling? Maybe go grab a beer or another Capri Sun during this one.
I wasn't going to say that.
I think she probably looks to hit some blast doubles, get her opponent against the cage if she fails on those blast doubles, and negate the power and just sap the energy of a Carol Rosa across this fight. Carl looks to be the stronger and just larger overall fighter as far as kind of girth and power goes, and just sheer size, right? If you take somebody like that and you sap them against the wall or the cage, like you've done this in sparring, I'm sure, Sterling, you get a bigger, stronger person, you sap them against the cage, you're turning a Dodge Hemi into a fucking Toyota Prius as far as power goes. Like you're sapping that shit, brother. And if you've got good gas mileage, you're gonna run circles around him, brother. You're gonna show him that it's a world race and not a quarter mile. Yeah. I think that's what happens in this fight. I think the smaller, fresher, newer girl in Nora Cornole. I know that it's been outlawed in Paris for a long time, but she's like Gambit, bro. And pun intended, that guy is French.
You know how long I've been waiting for this.
I'm
about to make a name for myself.
That was good.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say le bon temps roulé, mon ami. I got Nora Cornole here. I think she comes out here and gets it done. And I like her as a dog this week, man. I really do. I like her as a dog. I think I'm going to put her on the dog competition. You're giving her to me at very close odds here, too. She's only a plus 160. I think there's a reason for that, right, folks? And with that, we move into the co-main event of the evening, which might be the people's fucking main event of the evening. We're talking about Esteban Ribovics coming in against Elvis Brenner at lightweight, 155 pounds. Both men are 3-2 in their last rolling 5, 14-2 versus 16-5, 29 years of age versus 27 years of age. Both are 5'10", 72 inches of reach versus 69 inches of reach. The man with all of the seemingly kind of advantageous stats here is Elvis Brenner. But if you put a gun to my head and you ask me who I'm betting on, I'm going to be betting on Esteban Ribovic. He's minus 278 for a vast reason here with Vegas. And folks, I'm so fucking confident in this one. I'm so confident in this one. I'm raising up another shot. If you're drinking, drink with us. If you're not, maybe pop a Zen in like the man to my right. Fucking baby. Put a joint to the dome. Whatever it is you're doing, we'd appreciate it if you do it with us. Cheers to you. Let's
go, people.
Phantom joint.
Phantom joint, yeah, baby.
Make sure you pass to the ghost to your right, brother.
1,000%.
Isn't it to the left? It's to the left. Oh,
I was making sure you were paying attention.
Yeah, look at that. That's good.
I respect the stone rule.
Let's go.
Hey, shout out, yeah, baby. Shout out, yeah.
The dojo to the left hand side.
Yeah.
Although I did pass it to the right by mistake at first. I was like, oh, wait, hang on.
Sorry, Bob. You're last in the fucking rotation. Stanley, here.
I was like, my intro. I thought you did it right. I was like, okay, he did that.
All right, S-Dog, how do you see this one playing out, Big Dog?
Boys, this is what Zach just said. This is fight of the night, boys. This is gonna be such a good fucking fight. Like, we haven't seen Ribovic fight in a fucking while. It feels like we haven't seen a fight since the Sphere. I know he's had one since then. Am I wrong on this? I know he's had another fight since the Daniel Zehuder fight in Fuka in the UFC Noche. But boys, this dude, Ribovic, I mean, he smoked Terrence McKinney, absolutely dominated against Daniel Zehuder.
After that Zehuder fight, he lost to Nasrat Hopcross via a split decision, very, very closely contested bout this year, March 1st.
Really? Why don't I remember this? Bro, it's just so much fights, bro. He probably was on a fight night too. So hard to remember these, bro. But honestly, him being honest, I don't know why it's not the co-main, but this was a great setup, boys, because after this absolute war, we're going to have 2 more fights to go, and I cannot wait for this. But, boys, I got to go with Ribovic on this, bro. And it's hard not to pick this dude. This dude's an Argentinian bomber, boys, and I cannot wait for this shit. And that's a banger-ass parlay, Kush, man.
What are the odds on that, Kush, man, if you don't mind throwing those in the chat, Big Dog?
Big Kush. Drop that.
I might follow you. And are you taking money line on both these boys or what?
I like that, Big Kush. I like that. Who the fuck do you got? Give me your fucking breakdown, son.
I was zoned out over there. I think I was still
passing
to the left.
Hey, that where the Phantom joint was?
I guess not. Maybe it's in the air. Look,
hey, come on.
Everything you said, Esteban Ribovic. Firstly, kick him in the head. He has that head kick win over Terrence McKinney, and I absolutely love T-Rex. It was nasty. And he's just such an enigmatic fighter. Like, when he fights, you like watching him fight. It's great. And even that loss, like you said, Olin, that loss was a split. It was close. We thought he took it, and the judges went the other way. It's just one of those things. So I don't see Elvis Brenner, as much as he's got the experience, I don't see him winning this fight. I mean, his most impressive, most recent win was against Guram Kutikaladze, where he beat the heck out of him. But
and he's
after
not
that,
elite, bro.
He's not elite, unfortunately. Then he lost to Maitabek Orbelai, who we know is like on his way to the top, and then Joel Alvarez. So I like Esteban Ribovic in this fight. I think the odds make sense. You know, the minus 200 odd favorites. Give me Esteban Ribovic for this fight. I see him finishing second round. Another kick him in the head. Let's go, Esteban.
It's gonna be a war, bro. It's gonna be such a good fight.
And just
I like this
wins. He had that smile. I was like, yes.
He had that look, huh?
Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, and we're talking about him delivering bombs. Dude, his chin is fucking crazy. Like, he eats bombs, bro.
All day.
It doesn't even phase him. Like, honestly, it doesn't even get marked up either. Like, I'm excited for this fight, bro.
All fucking day, kid. This guy is the man. He's the myth. He's the legend. Esteban is the guy to bet on. I'm not only taking him, but I'm taking him inside the distance here. I'm bullish on it. I think, look, if you put 1 unit on this guy inside the distance, Esteban Ribovic, plus 140 currently on DraftKings Sportsbooks. So 1 unit would turn into 2.4, right? To put that into money perspective, if you're playing with, let's say, $50 units, if you dropped a 50 spot on this guy, you would make $120 back if he gets it done inside the distance.
Ribovich?
On Ribovich.
Shit, that's not bad.
I saw your gears turning when I was using units methodology, so I was like, let me just put it in dollars.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate
yeah.
I appreciate that. I take that. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
So yeah,
that's how the decimal odds work down here in SA. That's exactly how we do it.
Y'all do it off the decimal points?
Yeah.
You see, because I've never done it by the units. Like when I hear y'all talk about units, I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
So I the reason that I use units on my show and any show that I'm on is because I don't ever want to say I'm betting like across a 1 hour or 2 hour or 1 hour and a half show. I don't ever want to say I'm betting a unit on this guy, a unit on this, a half unit on this guy. And at the end of the show, people are like, oh my God, like if I was saying I'm betting $50 on this guy, 25 on this guy, 50 on this guy, they're like, this guy just threw away $300 across a 2 hour show on one fight card that's at the Apex. But if you say I'm betting 1 unit, I'm betting a half unit, people are like, okay, cool. He's betting $1, 50 cents, $5, $2.50.
I thought it was something super cheap. Yeah. I was like, I guess these boys.
So that's the thing is like some of these elite bettors, and mind you, I found out 3 weeks ago that if you are a professional bettor, you can get tax breaks. You can file your losses on your taxes and get reimbursed for this shit. Matty Betts. Matty Betts is filing for losses on his bets. All these guys are.
Money back.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So like if you're one of these guys, cool, bet $1,000. That's your unit. I don't give a fuck what your units are. And that's what I say every time I say this about it on my show. Like I say units because I don't want anybody to be like, wow, he's throwing away money, or wow, he's broke. He's not betting enough money.
Yeah.
If I say I'm betting 1 unit, 1.5 units, a half unit, cool. I don't care if your units are $5, $10, $50, $5,000. You bet with your units. When you win, dope. If you tail me, you're up 25 units. Right? If your units are $1, you're up 25 bucks. If your units are $1,000, you're welcome. I made you 25 fucking grand this year.
That's it.
So like, so that's it. Like, I'm not trying to make anybody feel cheap or poor, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to tell people how I'm betting. And again, I'm saying it so that we don't get fucking demonetized since I'm running these channels. This is not betting advice. We are not giving betting advice.
100%.
We are an MMA channel. This is a prediction show. We're just telling you how we feel.
This is just the boys chopping shit, YouTube. So don't fuck with our shit.
Don't do it. Don't do it, YouTube.
Yeah, don't fuck with our shit, dude.
And with that, we move into the actual co-main of the evening. It is Chris Duncan coming in against Mateusz Raumbecki. Oh man, this is a fucking banger. 4-1 in their last rolling 5 are both men. One is ranked number 19 on Tapology. One is ranked number 44. We've got Poland's very own Berserker coming in against Scotland's very own fucking Slam Duncan. Let's go. This is going to be an absolute banger. I can't wait for this fight. I think, like Sterling said it last fight, you know, the previous fight should have been the co-main event, but I think this one's going to surprise a lot of people, man. And there's a reason it's so damn close on the fucking odds makers books. I wish they'd give me Chris Duncan at a little bit more of dog odds, but I digress. We got him at plus 185. Coming in against Mateusz Raumbecki at minus 225. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my man here, Yao, to give us the breakdown in the lead here. How do you see this one playing out, Big Dog?
So Mateusz Raumbecki. So apparently it's Raumbecki, and that absolutely blew my mind. But it's Polish, so I guess that kind of makes sense because they pronounce things all kinds of crazy. But Mateusz Raumbecki is looking like an absolutely jacked individual. Like he's looking ready for this fight. If I look at his wins, he's what? 1 loss in his last fight. He's 20-2 in his record. He beat Maitabek Orbalai, who we all ranked in that fight, and we thought Orbalai was going to do it.
That was a war.
That was a war. And
that was a fucking war.
Orbalai, his eyes were gone. That fight was crazy.
Bro.
But with that said, I wish McDane was here because he'd be proud of me because I'm going with Chris Duncan.
Let's
problem.
Go.
For 2 reasons. One, because I bet against Chris Duncan in his last 2 fights, and in both fights, he's proved me horribly wrong and honestly upset me in both of those fights when he beat Bolaji Oki and then when he beat Jordan Vucinic. And I just don't want to go against him again. I think it's just bad luck at this point. And if I look at the reach advantage, if I look at the slight height advantage, the experience is on the side of Raumbecki, but I'm going to go with Chris Duncan in this fight. I think he finds a way to grind it out, and then win maybe by submission in the 3rd or grind it out to decision. But I'm going to go with Chris Duncan, the problem, and I really hope he does it because, Chris, I bet against you twice, You disappointed me. Don't disappoint me when I bet for you, bro. I'm going Chris Duncan as a dog.
Isn't that crazy how that works, bro? Isn't that
Yep.
crazy how that fucking works, bro? Like, I never
It is
betted
crazy.
against Jamal Hill, and then one day I had a chance to win.
I was about to say,
$1,200.
dude, we
Jamal
all
Hill-
have one.
Bro, as soon as you said it, as soon as you said that, I was like, bro, Jamal Hill came to my mind. As soon as you said that about Chris Duncan, I was like, yeah. I've been fucked there like that a couple times.
Uh-oh. Yep. I hope this isn't the one.
Bro, dog, look, Paul Craig isn't fighting on this card, but I gotta go with his fellow countrymen, boys, and Chris Duncan. And I think he's coming out here, boys. And I think what y'all said at the end. I can't give y'all the analytical breakdowns like this, but I'm gonna tell you what y'all said at the end there. Chris Duncan, if he gets this done, it's gonna be by whatever way. He just finds he's not necessarily known for coming out there and sparking dudes, not necessarily known for giving us wars, not necessarily known for his head kicks, his grappling. He's just good at everything, and he just gets in there and scraps with these boys. But so is Rebovich. Rebovich is fucking always down to get down, boys. So I'm excited to see this. We all have one this year. I have several. Jax, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
The
It's
table
insane,
says so.
bro.
The table says so.
When I say we all have one, I mean like one that reigns supreme. Like for me, I don't even have to fucking Google it. It's Dontel Mays. If I bet on him, he loses. If I bet against him, he wins. I've learned across 4 fucking times losing money on or against Dontel Mays. If he's fighting, avoid it. Don't even look at the odds. Don't be tempted. Don't fall for the fucking trap. Just watch it on TV, bro. Don't sprinkle like it's worth sprinkling a little bit. No. When Dontel Mays is not worth sprinkling a fucking like not even a grain of salt on it, bro.
Bro, same with Kevin Holland. I stopped betting on Kevin Holland years ago. I just could that motherfucker was breaking my heart.
The second Dontel Mays said I trained with John Jones for this camp, he started taking my money. And I took that personally.
Bro, it's so funny though how everyone does have a couple fighters.
Everybody in the
off top.
chat knows how much I fucking hate John Jones.
Everybody knows, bro, like off top, like what y'all said right there, but we all got a couple guys that we're like, bro, this dude has lost me so much money. Right here with Grimy. Mine's Bilal.
Can I tell you, I put a unit on Bilal by knockout in the one fight he got a knockout on?
Sean Brady.
I think, if I remember correct, I think I'm up like 14.5 units on Bilal. So I love that guy.
No,
Bro,
okay.
I was
He's your
Big
guy.
fan.
Dog, I was
That's
telling
my
everybody.
guy.
I was telling everybody listening, put your fucking house on JDM. As soon as Bilal said he was going to stand with him, I was like, put your fucking
I
house
thought that was
on
mind
JDM.
games.
I thought it
Nah,
That
was
was
too.
mind games.
Nah, bro, I knew
And then
his
he
dumb ass.
did it.
Bro, because you gotta think, boy, he was getting so much. Like the only reason people didn't fuck with him is because how like the Leon Edwards fight. Like that's why we didn't fuck with him. So I was like, this dude's gonna want to try to really make a statement. And all the embeddeds, bro, all he was doing was hitting pads. And I was like, if this cocksucker comes in there and really bangs with JDM, he's gonna get fucked up. And that was brutal.
Bro, after I think the first like 7 or 8 minutes of that fight, I literally couldn't help but just hear the dude from like the commentator from Dodgeball, the movie, in the back of my head. Every like 30 seconds, when there was an opening for a shot, and after like 7, 8 minutes, he just didn't take it. And he's like, just throwing straight hand, like Wing Chun style jabs.
Yeah.
That's a bold strategy, Colin. Let's see how it plays out for him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. You talking about the dude that had the spiky hair? That dude was hilarious, bro.
It's got to be the hair.
Yeah.
It is just feathered.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, like that movie is all time. And
All time.
yeah, like that. I swear, during that fight, I swear to you, dude, every like 30 or 40 seconds, I'm like, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him. Like there was a single leg right there.
Damn,
he backed out and lifted his leg.
Cushman said it's
Like-
bold. He said that right as you said
It's a
that.
bold
bro. He said
strategy,
that.
Cotton. Come on.
Yes, bro.
Tip, dodge, dive, dodge, and duck.
Hey, boys, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, boys.
You can probably dodge a punch too if you can dodge a wrench, big dog.
Come on,
Facts.
baby.
It's facts.
That's a banger movie, bro.
All right, boys. With that, we move into the main event of the evening.
That soundboard, baby.
For the man, the myth, the legend, Tatsuro Taira. And when he fights, you already know what it is.
Go. Let's go.
He's coming in here against Hyun Sung Park, baby. Hyun Sung Park coming in on short notice, to replace Amir Albazi. I think this is a better fight than we were going to get originally, boys and girls.
Yes.
I mean, it is South Korea versus Japan. It is a rivalry. I mean, as the Beauty and the Beast would call it, this is a tale as old as time. It's going to be a great fucking bout, folks. I can't wait. It is 16-1 versus 10-0. This has been the year, as I think Yao pointed out earlier, of the O's having to goes, baby. 5'7" versus 5'7". We got a 4-inch reach advantage and a 4-year age advantage if you're linking at the younger fighter here for Tatsuro Taira. I can't wait for this fucking bout. I think this is one of the most exciting fights that we've seen scheduled as far as matchmaking goes for the year. The odds are a little bit lopsided, in my opinion, minus 360 for my guy Tatsuro Taira. But hey, seeing him be such a favorite.
I'm happy. Thank you.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Plus 285 for the man across from in Hyun Sung Park. No matter about it. Okay. I'm excited about this fight. I think, again, the matchmaking on this could not have been better. The replacement on short notice for Amir Albazi. I mean, before we even talk about the fight, let's just talk about this. I'll go to Yao first. Do you think this is a better fight than Amir Albazi versus Tatsuro?
I'm more excited about this fight. When I saw it was
That's your ass,
canceled, I was like, okay, Albazi, sure, great. But I don't know, this one just has the right sort of ring to it. You've got these two submission specialists, these two wrestling grappling specialists who are going to go at it, which means that it's going to be a fight of inches, but still somewhat exciting with a lot of technical skill. The Albazi fight was going to be a little bit of a slugfest, probably a lot more of your pressure wrestling, which has been great. But I think this is a good matchup for Taira. I think it's a great matchup for Park because it gives him a chance to test himself at 10-0 against someone who's equally as skilled. I really like this fight. Now, who am I going with? Tricky, but I have to go Tatsuro Taira. I like his work, and although he lost to Brandon Royval, we saw how and why Royval beat him. He worked him to the bone. He showed him what it is to be at the top level and what work you have to put in to win a fight by decision. And I think Tatsuro is going to have learned from that, and that's one of the reasons I haven't really been too big on the O fighters this year is they seem to be coming with a lot of momentum, but not enough learning because they haven't lost before. They don't know what will make them lose, whereas Tatsuro Taira knows exactly where his shortcomings are, which I hope he's worked on since the Royval fight. But I mean, Park is another beast. Park is a beast. I mean, he just gets finish after finish, and at this weight class, finish after finish is not something that comes easy. But I think Taira is going to neutralize him, and I see this fight going to decision simply because they're just going to be really, really skilled, and no one's going to be able to knock anyone out or submit anyone coming from either side. So I'm going to go Tatsuro Taira in this fight.
I'm also going with Tatsuro Taira in this fight. We're going to save the best for last. We're going to let S-Dogs fucking close out the caboose of this train for this fucking episode, folks. Look, like Tatsuro Taira, I got 2 sound clips for this guy.
I'm happy. Thank you.
Go.
I'm happy. Thank you.
Go.
Yes.
And I also love that you can hear Annex laugh at the end of that. I am happy. Thank you. The second one, bro. It's so good. The guy is incredible, right? He's just an absolute phenom, and he's somebody that we love to watch not only fight but win. I think Yao actually stole the words right out of my mouth. I don't know if you got a copy of my fucking notes before the episode or what, but man,
the butt told me
like when I was training at American Kickboxing Academy, you know, with those guys like DC and shit, like we had a phrase that, and this is the first time I heard it. I'm sure a lot of gyms, probably any good gym says this ad nauseum, and that is you either win or you learn every single day that you're in here. And inside of that octagon, winning or learning is detriment to your career. He had 16 wins before he experienced one of those losses, right? The dude is an absolute beast. And after 16 fights, I mean, has anybody in the chat watched Dragon Ball Z? You know what happens to a fucking Saiyan when they lose? They come back 3 times stronger. I think that's what we're going to see from the man hailing from the same continent that anime was fucking produced from, right? I just think Tatsuro Taira is going to level up here, and I think that standing across from him is a guy that hasn't lost in Hyun Sung Park, and I think that first loss is going to pole vault him. Do I think both of these guys have the potential to be a champion in the next 3 to 5 years? Yeah, absolutely. 1000%. I think Tatsuro could probably become champion in the next 1.5 to 2 years on the right trajectory with the right win on Saturday night. But I just think that Tatsuro Taira is a little bit ahead in his evolution, right? If you've played Pokemon, you fight someone that's a little bit stronger than you, you go back, you level up. Maybe a little bit down the line, you beat that same guy. And that is the tale of Hyun Park versus Tatsuro Taira. I think Tatsuro Taira is just at the right stage in his career. He's getting this fight at the perfect time. And I think he's leveled up exactly enough. And shout out to Crystal Miller in the chat. Ray, let's go. And I saw your other chat here as well. Let me see here. I love how they call it a reach advantage when it should be called wingspan. Just saying. I agree. It should be called wingspan because it's the entirety of the wingspan. If we want to call it a reach advantage, we should actually 0.5x the actual advantage. So if it's a 3-inch advantage, it should be a 1.5-inch reach advantage or a 3-inch wingspan advantage. However, the reason we call it a reach advantage is because if you're standing at a center line and you're in your right range, right? If I throw my left hand, I'm all the way turned over. So I'm getting that full 3 inches. If I throw the right hand, even if I start here,
she said.
Right, the right hand is actually going to extend even longer than the left hand. So, I mean, if we could discover like a science to kind of figure that out, that'd be great. But Crystal Miller, I am with you to an extent there, and we appreciate you being here. Shout out Crystal. Procatch said, I still can't believe Roy Val beat Taira but lost to Van. Brother,
Joshua Van's a beast, Procatch. Joshua Van's a motherfucker.
I think Royval fucked up in that fight, honestly.
Going back to Jax's comment,
what do you
Joshua Van has been that guy this year for me. That I've learned not to bet against.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. What do you think he should have did, yo?
He should have gone for more takedowns. He made it a boxing fight. He made it a striking fight.
100%.
We saw how 100%. He managed against Taira. That's the thing. When I saw him go up against Taira, and his grappling was insane. His get-ups, his sweeps, he had it all. But then he only stood and banged with Van. For what reason? And for me, that was his flaw. And I guess that
he just thought that he was that much better than Van. But he actually took Taira as a serious threat, and it showed.
I was just about to say, I think,
and it's also the placement on the card.
Yeah, and I think that 2 week notice for Van, he probably underestimated him like a motherfucker. Maybe didn't underestimate him, but was like, I mean, this dude literally just had a war 2 weeks ago. Like, there's no way he can keep up with me.
I think I've been to 8 professional fights now, like UFC wise, and that was probably the loudest or second loudest I've ever heard a crowd for a fight. And I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Oh, it was such a good fight, bro. It was
like I literally, I think I sent the video in the group chat, and if I didn't, I can send it to you after this, Yao. But you can literally hear Big Ron Betts. Shout out Big Ron Pellegrino for hooking it up with the ticket for that fight. Absolute legend. But you can literally hear him in the video I'm recording of that final round. I recorded the last, I think, minute 30 seconds, minute 20 seconds. And in the last 8 seconds, as soon as that exchange happens, I'm not even going to describe it. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You can hear Big Ron yell and proclaim in the moment, fuck, Royval just lost that fight in the last 7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a close fight. Not like Joshua Van
wins that fight if it doesn't end the way it did for the last 7 seconds. Yeah. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah.
But like being underneath someone or getting your legs kicked off from underneath you, either of those two aesthetics, it's just a bad look.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to score around for you.
Yeah.
That card was epic as fuck. I was planning on watching it at a sports bar in Vegas, and I ended up getting to sit in the friends and family section in the family section, bro, right behind the commentators. Oh my God. It was a once in a lifetime situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that card was epic though.
That card was epic, bro. But boys, I'm
on an island with Park, I think.
I was just about to say, I'll wrap this up right here. And I think I'm going to have to keep Lane on our island right here, Lane. I'm so sorry. I can't agree with you on this. I'll tell you what, though, Lane. I want to give Park a huge shout out. Boys, how many fighters do y'all know at undefeated take a fight like this on a week notice, boys? Like, we got to give Park nothing but
just like 5 days.
Oh my God. Okay. I thought it was shorter than that. Okay. So and he's undefeated, boys. He's putting a lot right here, but he's in the flyweight division. So it's kind of getting a lot more active in flyweights, boys. You really gotta get your name out there. Flyweight's kind of stacking up right now. There's some fun ass fights out there, but I gotta give this thing to Taira, bro. Like you boys already said earlier, this is a way better main event than what we originally had. I think we were gonna have a good potential for it to be a fun fight, but there was a good chance that Albazi was just going to hold homeboy down. There was a real good chance of that. And if Taira was going to have to just battle up and down on his feet, this right here, boys, and I keep seeing everyone talking about it. This is like a Ryzen 1 championship main event. And I'm gonna be happy as fuck to watch it, people. I'm telling you, this honestly, this fight should show you why you need to watch more organizations than the UFC, because both these boys are from other organizations like Ryzen 1 Championship, and we're gonna get an absolute fucking scrap Saturday, people. Park does have the puncher's chance, 100%. Park's a motherfucking dog. We could see Joshua Van Brandon Royval situation in this fight, boys. But Park is a dog in endless respect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all?
Endless respect.
The same shit. We could get to where we're like, why did Taira not implement more MMA? Why did he try to stand more with, you know what I mean? Because Park's hands are fucking heavy.
Knockout.
Park has heavy hands. He has
flyweight.
surprisingly heavy hands.
Yes.
Oh, at flyweight's nasty, bro.
Yes.
At flyweight's nasty. Some of these guys that have like cheat codes as far as heavy hands from 125 to 145, like God, why can't I think of his name? Fuck, we just talked about him recently. He wears a larger glove than Francis Ngannou. I think he's a 135er. But like, there are these anomalies that exist.
I'm trying to think who that is.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google it right now.
Fuck, I'm trying to think who that is.
Which weight class?
135? Are you sure it's 135, bro? Rob Font? Who the fuck's hands are bigger than Ngannou's at 135, bro?
Rob No Eyes Font? I don't think so.
There's a small fighter. God damn it. Hold on.
Shout out Trigger D, man. What's poppin', Big Trigger? Let's go in this bitch. Just want to give shout out to Trigger D. Oh, Montel Jackson. Jack said.
Montel Quick Jackson. That's who it is.
Bro, I was like 135, bro. What kind of fucking hands did this dude have? Montel Jackson, because that's why because he was hitting Gilbert Burns with some bombs. Ball clean.
And again, I wasn't wrong. He's 135. He wears one size larger glove than Francis Ngannou.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
They have to custom make them. Fun fact, it's a 7XL.
Damn.
Holy fuck. I was thinking about Michael Morales. I didn't talking about
actually right here. I don't know if you can see it. I've got the 2XL of the new make glove, and it barely fits my hands. That guy wears a 7XL, and he's about 55 pounds lighter than me.
That's crazy.
Just think about that.
Like if you put him in a video game, all he has to do is this. That's his superpower, and everything.
That's what I'm saying. He does the Hulk clap, bro. Like the Sonic fucking boom.
And at 135, bro, getting hit with those fucking hands.
He's 130 pounds lighter than Francis Ngannou and wears a larger glove than him.
And he's fast. So
Francis Ngannou is two of him. Think about that.
Yeah,
Francis Ngannou, when he's not cutting weight, is two of him.
Hey, you got to imagine too, being at 135, how much it must suck getting hit by those hands too. Like that, and he's fast too, boys. Like he's throwing them big ass hands at you with so much speed.
That's why I literally I think I had you on the show for the last time he was fighting. We did the breakdown show together, you and me. And I literally said the issue for Montel's opponent is he has to fight a perfect fight for 15 minutes. Montel just has to fight a perfect fight for 1 second. Yeah. His hands are so big, if he hits you, it's like, oh, well, that sucked. I think I'm going to go to bed now.
He really is like a fucking little mini Ngannou. That's literally Ngannou in heaven. Francis in Smallview.
Francis in Smallview Jackson.
Bro, it's good to see Trigger back, bro. He never misses, bro. Never misses.
That's money in the bank, kid. That's good. That is good.
That's hilarious.
Man. Oh, we got I Am Saturday in the chat. Let's fucking go, kid.
Legend.
Absolute legend. If you're not already following I Am Saturday on Twitter, I mean, you are doing yourself a disservice. Nobody else, folks. Look, I'm going to do one more shot for this guy because I Am Saturday is an absolute fucking legend. The guy's picks have been awesome as of late. He went through a rough patch, which don't we all? But I mean, the dude has been just fucking slanging, banging, and cashing checks, folks. Cheers to you, I Am Saturday. Cheers to anybody else that's new or returning. We got about 60 of you right now. We're hoping to grow that as we talk about the underdog competition for the next few minutes. Cheers, baby. You. Let's go.
I'm interested because y'all gotta have 3 dog picks, right? For 3 dogs of the week.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
What would you do if I told you I had 5?
Shit. Well, you might as well start it off then, because I'm trying to figure out what my 3 are.
So last week's card, I think 7 dogs won.
Oh shit!
So picking 5 is not outrageous.
That's okay.
It's not outrageous.
You can see now.
But for this card,
not
it's kind of outrageous because I can't think of fucking barely any tree for this card, boys. I got 2 in my head right now,
It's
but
tough.
I'm really interested to see who you boys got.
So am I, to be honest. I still don't know.
Bro,
I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. As of right now, and obviously this is subject to change. We have a few hours to lock these in officially. But right now, I got Tatsuro Taira as the favorite. I got Chris Duncan as my dog.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I got Esteban Ribovic. I mean, hard to bet against.
Good
right?
one.
I got Nora Cornole as a small dog here. I got Neil Magny, the Haitian persuasion, the Haitian sensation. He's doing some persuasion on your boy here. I like him in this one as a dog pick. It's worth a point here. Kevin Barejos, I can't bet against. I mean, favorites for a reason. Nick Klein versus Andre Pulev, though.
Come on.
Gotta go Nick Klein. That's easy dog money, kid. Hindi Nakamura, not doing it. I'm not betting against him. Rodolfo Vieira, come on. The dude's going to get a sub. He's going to get a club and sub. It's going to happen. Javier Estevam, you already know I'm there. Come on. We're here. I'm sorry. I know you like flippy buns, but can't do it. He's going to flip them buns. Ketlin Souza is another dog that I really like. I think she has every tool in the tool belt to come out here and get this win as long as she rehydrates in the right way. And then last but not least, I'm taking Austin Bashi in the favorite. For the dog of the week, though, man, maybe I'm craving donuts because I'm taking Duncan. All right. I think Duncan gets it done. That's, I mean, I feel like that's the right dog of the week pick here, boys.
Not bad at all.
I mean, that gets the MMANomaly stamp of approval, and I'm going to pass it down to Yao. Who you got, big dog?
Let's go, Yao. What you thinking?
Look, honestly, it's tough. I'm
You're
not
the
sure who
man.
I'm gonna pick as my final dog, but as of now, it's gonna have to be Neil Magny. It's not a very smart dog, but I just think he's gonna grind it out. He's just gonna grind out Zaleski dos Santos and just make something happen. All the damage that he's gotten recently, like someone in the chat said, I think Zach said in the chats, I think that's really what's gonna get it done for him. So I'm gonna take Neil Magny as my dog. But the rest of the dogs, it's gonna be tricky. Definitely Klein, and definitely who's the other one? There's another dog in there, but yeah, I'm definitely going with Magny. No, he's a favorite.
Oh,
He's a massive favorite.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
It was Magny, right?
It's Magny for me.
Yeah, that's a good one, bro.
I don't have my pick sheet from Leroy. Oh my god.
Leroy still hasn't sent y'all's pick sheets in?
Nah, I think that's McDane in the chat says Fight Week Show. No, I lost my link. Like, it's not that he didn't send it. I just lost my link, and
I'm the Fight Week Show.
For some weird reason.
I'm about to say I think Olin's the fish right now.
Yeah, I'm logged into the Fight Week Show / McDane. Because they had me run the show.
Oh, you're all three. Oh, bro, shit.
Yeah, I am the Trinity.
Yeah, I saw y'all
one of them was someone else.
I saw y'all say that earlier. Something about
Motherfucker,
Leroy
they gave me
with
the
Fight
keys
Week
to the
Show
castle, bro.
I heard you Yao, and I was like, at one point, I need to tell Yao, like, that's not Leroy. But I was like,
not Leroy.
But hey, we got it done today, though, man. So, hey, we made this happen, people. Y'all have no idea. CEO couldn't make it today. McDane's PC crashed. Crossover, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Jax has 97 kids. Yao's in
Here's
South
your boy.
Africa at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then Olin comes true. And absolutely, bro, hey, hit that fucking applause button, brother. Way to run this shit tonight, bro.
Let's go.
People, y'all don't understand. Bro, they just don't understand like what goes behind the scenes on this. Like, I was watching y'all have it on like 5-minute notice, like get you the keys to the ship, and then
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know they had to tell the tape, so I was building my own version of those for like the hour before the show, after my client call.
And we didn't know who's gonna be able to make it. Yao's internet almost gave up on us. Your boy, I was rushing to make it back.
Close.
I'm telling you, bro. Like this shit barely happened, people. But I'm thankful it always does, man. It's always a good time getting on here with you boys.
Folks, look, I gotta say it. These guys are absolute fucking legends. I'm appreciative that they trusted me with the keys to the castle to run the show today, and I'm always glad to be here. The fact that I wasn't running it alone, I had Dogs MMA for the fucking energy and Yao for the intellectual input here. Like, I mean, great analysis from both of these guys. It's hard to keep up. It's hard when they're not leaving a lot of fucking meat on the bones.
Talking about? I'm playing.
Come on, baby.
No, I'm
about to send you a fucking 24-pack of Celsius after the show, big dog.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Shout out Yao for always, bro. It's 2 a.m. over there when we do these shows, bro. I always feel so bad for Yao, dog.
I mean, this man is ready to shut down.
Hey, but you know what though, Yao? Keep fucking pushing, baby.
Let's go.
Keep
anything
fucking pushing,
for them,
Yao.
let's get it. Let's go.
Come on, dog. And hey, people, if you see what Yao's wearing, tune in tonight, baby, boys and girls. BKFC Sturgis popping down tonight, man. Let's fucking lock in, man. Let's
go.
Got some banger fights tonight. Conor McGregor's gonna be and he'll be there as well. So who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen tonight, people? And they're in Sturgis.
You'll dance for me, and then if you do well, you'll fight me, boy.
Bro, Conor
McGregor, bro.
That was crazy when he got Mike Perry's face. But you'll dance for me, boy. That shit was wild, bro. Ilya Tatsuro.
Crystal Miller. I am both sorry to give you PTSD, but also very satisfied.
Facts, bro.
She said you played that Windows noise sound effect. It gave me PTSD. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, no, I mean, if it makes you feel better, we'll start you back up too.
Oh man,
and we're right back, baby.
We got fax machines
Let's go.
as well. We got fax machines too, Crystal. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Right there,
you know
baby.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, hit that fax
You ever been on that dial-up? What you know about that life?
Whatever technology you need, you got it.
Come
If you've
on,
ever
baby.
been on that dial-up, I know what you're thinking.
I understand.
Right? Me too.
Facts.
Now, before we call it a show, we're going to close out right now. But I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out S-Dogs.
My boy.
Aren't you doing a watch-along for the BKFC fight card?
Yes, sir. Tonight, people, BKSC Sturgis. Tune in, baby boys and girls.
Absolutely, folks. S-Dogs MMA Talk. If you're not already locked in, the only person you're doing a disservice to is yourself. So do us a huge favor. You've seen the shows rolling across that bottom little ticker across the whole show. But if you want to tune into yours truly, it is us three. It is Yao, a.k.a. Kick 'em in the head. We've also got S-Dogs MMA Talk, the dog in the room at any given time, folks. And then we got yours truly. If you don't hate my voice, if you don't hate the way I talk, then make sure you march on over to MMANomaly. Give me a like, a comment, a sub. Do it for all the boys. You already know what it is. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And look, I say it on my show since I got the honor of hosting this one. I'm going to say it on this one too, okay, folks? If you disagree with us on all our picks, that's fine. We hope you cash your bets. If you have made fun of us for the last 1 hour and 27-ish minutes, that's fine too. As long as you do the next two things, folks. All that we ask is that you do this. Keep on going and keep on growing. We'll see you next episode. Let's fuck it.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.